What's going on, guys? Aggronix, and welcome finally to the first week of the APL Monotype off-season. We begin our journey in the APL with a battle against ECU, and his team is the Ralts. I can't pronounce the last word. It looks like suicide to me, doesn't it? It looks like suicide. I'm going to say the Ralts Suicide, alright? We're taking on ECU and the Ralts Suicide, and his very, very scary grass team, featuring Mega Venusaur, THORNS, Superior. Very, very scary team. But before we get into that, let me just run down what the APL will consist of, because I'm sure a lot of you might be confused about what's happening with it. So, what I could say for sure is that as long as everyone turns up for their games, and I play all of my games, we'll have 5 games, for sure. Because we will play Craft, Thunder, Zen, ECU, and Alex. We will play 5 games. Now, if we do well in all those games, if we win, enough to make playoffs, we get possibly another 3 games, depending on how we do in playoffs. If we get to playoffs, obviously there's quarterfinals, semifinals, and then finals. So the most games we can play in this offseason is 8, which sounds pretty good. And we will definitely play 5 as long as everyone plays their games. Sounds good. First week we take on ECU, then Craft, and then I don't actually know the timetable after that. I think we play Zen then. I'm not sure, but don't take my word for it. So it's funny because we're taking on ECU, who is the Season 2 champion of the APL, the regular season. And next week we take on Craft, who is the APL Season 1 champion. So, champions galore. We got to take on both of them. And the way this works is that, because there's 5 of us, we're looking for a record of 3 wins and 2 losses. If we make that record with a good differential, we have a very, very strong chance of making playoffs. If we have a 2 wins and 3 losses, I'm pretty sure we're out completely. There's no chance. But with a 3 wins and 2 losses, we have a pretty good chance. So that's what we're aiming for. We're hoping for a win, guys. I'm really, really excited to take on ECU and his very, very strong team. Let me go through my team first. Right here. I can zoom in, actually. Yay. So, looking at his team, alright, Mega Venusaur, Rotom, Breloom, Sceptile, Ludicolo, Cradilly, Ferrothorn, Superior, Tangrowth, and Shiftry. Now, considering that Grass has the least amount of points in the tiers, it has 16 along with Rock and Ice and stuff, he built a very, very strong team. Mega Venusaur is incredibly threatening. Rotom is just a nice Volt Switcher for him. Breloom is pretty good, but not in this matchup. He's not bringing it to this game. I'd be shocked if he brings it. It loses to every mon on my team. Sceptile, very, very fast. I could see him bringing it. Ludicolo is not weak to fire, and he's a fire grass type, so that's important. That's important. So he could bring that, but against me, I don't know. Cradilly, very, very good rock type and a good stealth rocker. Ferrothorn, best stealth rocker and spikes user in the game. Superior, fantastic mon, one of my favorite mons actually to use on the ladder, and we use it in Season 2 of the Elysian League. Very, very strong mon. If used correctly, he can be very, very threatening. Tangrowth, great bulky mon in general, just a tank. Very, very hard to take down, especially with that regenerator. And Shiftry, finally, Sucker Punch, Defog, very, very annoying mon. So, we have the fairy typing. So, what do I think he'll bring? Actually, I'll go over that after I go over my team. So, we start off with Luna, the Mega Gardevoir, Hyper Voice, Focus Blast, Psychic, and Healing Wish. Rocking 112 in HP, 144 in speed, and 252 in special attack with a modest nature data as hard as we can. Hyper Voice is there for stab, it's just good against his team. Focus Blast is there for Ferrothorn and possibly the Cradilly. Psychic is there because Venusaur is a weird mon. I think he's going to run physically defensive to take on Granbull. And that's what I'm going off of. So that's the reason on Clefable, spoilers, we have Psychic on Clefable as well. That's why. I feel like he's going to run physically defensive to take on Clefable and possibly Azumarill if he's fairing it, but he shouldn't. Azumarill's water type. I was never bringing Azumarill. Yeah. So, with that being said, Luna is fantastic against his team. It outspeeds most things on his team. Our speed stat is meant to outspeed a modest Rotom. Because Rotom is a mon that I definitely think is coming. I would definitely be shocked if it doesn't come. And that's the speed we're going for. We don't outspeed Sceptile. We do outspeed Breloom, I believe. And we do outspeed Shiftry, I think, if he doesn't run max speed. So, but again, I'm not really too worried about Shiftry and Breloom. I'm not worried about them at all. So, yeah, that's the speed. The next 2 mons we have is Moonshine, the Clefable, and Icarus, the Togekiss, and they're very, very important. 2 very, very important mons. Now, when I was looking at his team, this is a monotype league. you know every mon on your opponent's team is going to be a certain type. So when I was looking at it, Gardevoir running Hyper Voice is completely natural. That's fine. But I was thinking about it, and there was no reason for me to run Moonblast on Clefable. There wasn't, because... See, the problem I had is I had Moonblast and Flamethrower with a Calm Mind set, this exact set. However, I wouldn't be able to beat the Mega Venusaur even with the Calm Minds up, because I'd never be able to kill it. Because all I'd be doing is going for Moonblast or Flamethrower. So I decided to go with Psychic. I'm gonna dead out. That didn't happen. Flamethrower, Psychic, Soft Boiled, and Calm Mind. Specially defensive. The reason we're running Unaware specially defensive is because Superior is a scary, scary mon. If he gets to like +6, we could lose if Clefable isn't alive or Togekiss isn't around. We could just lose. Life Orb at max special attack. Timid Clefable. Sorry, no, Timid Superior. I actually didn't calc Modest. I think Modest is 50%. With a Leaf Storm it does 50%. That's scary, but two things to take into account. We can lift Leftovers and Soft Boiled off the damage. He can always miss a Leaf Storm. And we have Unaware, so he's not building stats on us, so which is good. Now, Unaware, me running Unaware kind of sucks, because that means we have to take Stealth Rock's damage if Ferrothorn gets him up, which I'm expecting him to. And, Venusaur can Sludge Bomb us and poison us. Now, I'm hoping that that second one doesn't happen. Or at least it doesn't happen until I'm at a good amount of, you know, Calm Minds. You know, I have enough Calm Minds up and it's not a problem. That 16 in speed is just in case something tries to speed creep me. There's no other reason other than that. And then we have Icarus, the Togekiss, Choice Scarf, Serene Grace with Air Slash, Flamethrower, Aura Sphere, and Baton Pass. Very, very standard. Running enough speed with the Choice Scarf to outspeed a max speed Sceptile, so we outspeed everything on his team barring a Choice Scarfer. A Choice Scarfer that's faster than Togekiss. Air Slash is there for stab. Flamethrower is there to hit the Ferrothorn. Aura Sphere is there to hit the Cradilly. I can see Cradilly definitely coming. And Baton Pass is there in case I predict a swap out. But, you know, I want to get... Maybe... I know he's going to go into Cradilly, so I'm going to go into Clefable and set up in the Cradilly because Cradilly can't touch me. You know, that could happen. Next two mons coincide with each other very, very well. We have Chain Chomp, the Klefki. Yeah, that works. Perfectly. Alright, Klefki. Chain Chomp the Klefki, Leftovers Prankster with Spikes, Thunderwave, Magnet Rides, and Foul Play. Klefki is my response to Venusaur. Now, it's not a great response, but it kind of does everything it has to, alright? It has enough special defense and defense to take on any form of Venusaur. Now, if he's specially offensive, I Thunderwave, I Foul Play, I set up my Spikes, I let Klefki die. If it's paralyzed, that means the Clefable outspeeds it, which means Clefable can set up on it, which is not important. Now, if he's a Swords Dance variant, if he, you know, if I go into Klefki and he goes for Swords Dance, I'm like, oh, he's gonna Earthquake. I go for Foul Play, and I do tons of damage. All right, so that's the plan here. Is it a good plan? God no. This really like Mega Venusaur is such a threat to my team, and I just need to be very, very careful around it. And then we have Autumn, the Whimsicott, Leftovers, Prankster with Taunt, Hurricane, Hidden Power Fire, and Fake Tears. Very, very weird set. This Whimsicott's main job is to take on the Rotom Mow because I don't have a ground type in my team. The fairies don't have one. So I had to bring something to take it on. I could have brought Sylveon, but Sylveon doesn't resist Volt Switch, so I felt like Whimsicott was a better option. Also, Whimsicott is weaker to Ferrothorn, and Venusaur, but Hidden Power Fire does a lot to Ferrothorn, at least makes it so that it can't just sit in front of me. And if after a Fake Tears, Hurricane does a ton to Mega Venusaur, and Hidden Power Fire does a ton to Ferrothorn after Fake Tears as well. And Taunt is there just in case the Ferrothorn tries to set up main stuff. That's just there in case. Alright. And finally, we have the big man himself. We got Bully the Gramble, Choice Bandit, Intimidate with Player Rough, Fire Punch, Earthquake, and Facade. Facade is there just in case I need it. Running max attack and max speed. I know this might seem very, very standard, but it really, there is a reason for it. I'm running Jolly max speed is because with this speed, Mega Venusaur, if it runs very, very little speed, if it runs, I believe, it has to run 48 speed to outspeed us, or speed type with us, I can't remember. But yeah, if it runs 48 speed, it'll outspeed Gramble. With an Adamant nature, I don't outspeed Venusaur, and that might be the difference between me winning the game and losing the game. So I felt like it was very, very important. With Fire Punch, Adamant max attack, Choice Bandit, I actually don't know if we one-shot the Ferrothorn. I'm going to check. Sorry, you're seeing white right now. I'm going to check. I believe Adamant does, but I don't think Jolly does. You got Bully. I've clicked it. Game. Come on there, buddy. Mega Swampert takes a ton. I don't know why Mega Swampert's here. If you got... No, not Mega Venusaur. Whoops. You got Ferrothorn. Now, see, Ferrothorn's weird. He could bring especially defensive, which I'm actually expecting. So I'm going to calc especially defensive. Fire Punch does one-shot especially defensive Ferrothorn. How much does he have to run? If he runs Impish, I immediately don't. But especially defensive, I do one-shot. Or at least put him in range to where he dies from rocks or something like that. So that's something. That's something to keep in mind. Earthquake is there as well just because... Why is Earthquake there? I don't know why I have Earthquake there. Question, Gramble. Do you get Zen Headbutt? No, you don't. Do you get any Psychic move? Hidden Power Psychic. Reflect. You get Reflect, I don't know that. Yeah. Alright, so there's no real move that I can run on Gramble to hit a Mega Venusaur. Fire Punch and Earthquake still do a decent amount, but obviously not going to do a ton. So, that's my team, and that's the team we're bringing against ECU. I'm hoping for a win. I really am hoping for a win. If we can win this game right here, we're off to a fantastic start. Like I said, we're looking for 3 wins and 2 losses, and that means we're pretty damn close to making playoffs. So we get 4 wins and 1 loss, we're definitely, I think. So, I'm going to connect with ECU, and we're going to do this. If you guys are excited and you guys are rooting for your Cork City Cyndaquils, make sure to heavy slam the like button down below for us, and subscribe if you are not already to become a member of the Aggronix. With that being said, let me jump into this game. Okay, so we are about to get into this. I am super duper worried. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. I'm super duper worried. I think it's going to be a good game. I'm expecting to see the Venusaur, Rotom Mow, Cradily, Ferrothorn, and then maybe Superior and Tangrowth. But without further ado, let's do this shit. Oh! Gramble can't learn Psychic. I didn't give it Psychic. I didn't give it fucking Psychic. Alright. Soft boiled. What else do you get? Moonlight? You get Moonlight. Moonlight okay? I didn't mean to put Psychic on you. Oh, when I was trying to check if it got any Psychic type moves. Actually, let me just validate this. Does this work? Your team is valid from Monotype. Perfect. Let me just jump back into it. Alright. Let's go. We're gonna see... Okay, actually we see the Ludicolo and not the Tangrowth, but yeah. Basically what I expected. It says... Oh, he didn't bring Ferret. Oh, no, he did. What I'm saying. So, this is very, very tough for us, alright? Because, on the one hand, I don't want to let the Ferrothorn set up a lot of spikes and rocks. At the same time, though, do I lead with Bully predicting the Ferrothorn, or do I lead with Autumn predicting the Rotom Mow? Huh. Only problem is if he leads with the Rotom, and I lead with Gramble, and he Will-O-Wisps, I'm in a bit of trouble. What would my lead be? I think he would assume that my lead is maybe Chain Chomp, Klefki, or maybe Clefable. Maybe he'd predict Clefable. Me trying to get up my Stealth Rocks, even though I don't have them. I'm gonna go off that. If he leads with Rotom, I'm gonna swap out into Autumn. If he leads with Venusaur, I'm just gonna go straight into Chain Chomp. I can't really predict, but I'm gonna leave Gramble. I think he's gonna leave with Ferrothorn. It is Rotom. Okay, all right. CTC. In comes this guy. Okay, like I said, I think he might have the Will-O-Wisp, so I'm just gonna click. We're gonna go on Autumn. Voltage, okay. That does a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's pull up Whimsicott. We have Autumn, and you got Rotom C. That's not Choice Specs. It's not Choice Specs. That's not Choice Specs. T-Rex, in comes the Venusaur, which I'm actually kind of happy about. I'm glad it's not Ferrothorn, because this thing we can kind of play around a little bit. So, I think Hidden Power Fire is really, really easy for him here. He could just click that. I don't think he's gonna click. What would he click? Alright, he knows the Chain Chomp is my switch in. So would he click? Would he predict the first time? Or does he want to see? Because he could have Earthquake or Hidden Power Fire. Hidden Power Fire is kind of free against me. If I really think he's going for Earthquake or Hidden Power Fire, I would go on a Gardevoir. But if he goes for the Sludge Bomb, I lose Gardevoir. I think he's just going to go for the Sludge Bomb. Because the... Klefki can take it anyway. Klefki can take it anyway. Klefki can take it anyway. I don't want to get my spikes up. He Megas up. And he goes for Leech Seed. Okay, so I wasn't actually expecting that, but maybe I should have. I'm gonna go for... What would he stay in? See, if I paralyze this thing, that's a huge thing for me because that Moonshine is good. He's Leech Seed though, which means that my Unaware is kind of sucky. His team is really good. I do... Well, he could just go straight into... I'm gonna Spike. I think he's gonna swap out in a Rotom. He's gonna swap out in a Rotom with a Ferrothorn. Easily, that Leech Seed though, it's important. So he does swap out, he does go on a Rotom. Okay, that's perfect. And he's gonna get, take Leech Seed from me. So, right here, I think he's gonna make the same play again. I could go on a Moonshine, which isn't a bad play. He might click Will-O-Wisp this time. Well, he's not choice. He's not choice specs. I'm pretty darn. Whoops. Pretty darn sure. Pretty darn sure that he's not choice specs. Because is he choice Scarf? He's not choice Scarf. Is he modest choice Scarf? Oh wait, actually, you know what? You know what? You know what? Maybe he's timid. Full switch. If you go timid. Yeah. That looks like that's right. I think he's choice specs timid. So if I get the opportunity to set up right here, we could just win. So I'm gonna go on a Moonshine. He goes for Volt Switch. So he gets a crit, which is really unfortunate. He does get the crit. What can you do? He does get the crit there. It's okay because we do have Moonlight, so we will be able to heal up later. It's just, that means that I'm forced to do that. If he goes in a Venusaur right now, Venusaur's a problem, man. It's a problem. Not thinking about it in my head. We'll see what he goes into first. We do have the Unaware though, so Superior is nerfed a little bit. We need to make sure that Prevail is still alive for the Superior, sorry. He's going to Hentai the Ferrothorn. Now, I would say that there's very, very little chance that he actually goes for Gyro Ball here. And even if he does it kill me? Does it kill me? Moonshine. If you have a... That crit might actually be the difference between us living and dying. Gyro Ball, it can't kill. And again, I don't think he's going to do it. And we have Flamethrower. Flamethrower, even if he's Occaberry. We could also Moonlight, but I don't feel like that's the play either. I feel like I gotta go for Flamethrower. I'm gonna go for Flamethrower here. He is gonna pop the Occaberry. Gonna do very, very little. We get the burn! Oh my god! Okay, so... He got a crit, we got a burn. I feel like that Iron Head might have killed if we didn't get the burn there. That was really, really clutch. I kind of want to go for Psychic predicting something, but I feel like I'm going to Moonlight. I'm going to Moonlight. I do go for Moonlight. So he goes for Thunder Wave. Alright, okay. Alright, so that's going to damper a bit. Alright, I'm going to go for Calm Mind. Oh, fuck's sake. I want to use my time wisely. Yes, alright. Okay. Can we get one more? We just need one more. He can set up all his layers. I don't mind. I don't have any way to get rid of them, but I have accepted that I fuck. If we got one more up right there, we would have been in such a better spot. Now he goes into Venusaur. Goes into Rotom. Goes into Rotom. Moonlight? Goes for Trick! He goes for Trick. And with that, our sweep is over. And he just won. I can't win now. I can't win because the spikes are up. I don't have... Yeah, the sweep's over. We just lost. Trick was a good play. I always forget about Trick, dude. Trick is such an... it's an item that I very, very rarely remember. He was Choice Specs. He was Choice Specs. I feel like there's no reason for me to swap out. Well, not entirely true. That's not entirely true. Goes for Volt Switch. It's fine. He only got 2 layers of spikes up though. So maybe we shouldn't call it quits just yet. He goes in a Tree Rex. So what I'm thinking here is that I go for Fake Tears. And then I go in a Luna. And with that, we kind of get a kill. And if he goes for Leech Seed, that means we go for Hurricane and see if we can kill this thing. So I like that play. I like that play a lot, actually. So I'm going to do that. I go for Fake Tears. He goes for such one and kills me. Perfect. Alright. Could also go into Icarus, but Icarus kind of causes a few problems. If we go into Luna, we get our Mega up. It could be max speed Venusaur. I'm really, really hoping it's not. If it is, though, I guess I can't really risk that. The switch into Icarus is the Cradilly and the Rotom. And Rotom has no damage on it. Rotom's always a mon that I feel like is so difficult to damage. You just gotta hit it. And go for Psychic. He's gonna swap out, obviously. But I just need to attack something. I'm going for Psychic. I should go for Hidden Power. Or, sorry, Hyper Voice. I should go for Hyper Voice. But I can't play around with the you know, he's just gonna go into Cradilly or Ludicolo or something. I wish I was Calm Mind Gardevoir. That might have been good. But we'll see right here. That bird on the Verthorn was lucky, but there was hacks both sides, so I don't think you can really say one person got it worse than the other. You just swap out, and you just go on an 8-Dix to Cradilly. The Psychic, let's see how much the Psychic does right here. That does a bit. That does a bit. Hyper Voice should do more, right? He could double back in a Venusaur, but even then, I think after a Hyper Voice and a Psychic, I feel like a Psychic will kill him. So I'm going to go for Hyper Voice. I'm going to go for Hyper Voice, because Gardevoir is a destroyer. He could double back in a Venusaur. I don't think he will. Now, him doubling out, pretty sure means to me that he isn't max speed Venusaur, which I would be surprised if he was anyway. Because, you know, offensive Venusaur is good, but defensive Venusaur is just such a monster, you know. We go for Hyper Voice, and we barely miss out on the kill as he goes for Recover. Now we have to land a Focus Blast. And we miss. We went for it. What can you do? I'm going to go into Chain Chomp, Klefki. Sludge Bomb comes through. I kind of want to go for Foul Play. But Spikes is the better play. Spikes is the better play. I'm going to go for Spikes as he goes for Stealth Rock. He's just laying on the stuff. In comes Matteo, the Ludicolo. Very interesting. I guess he's gonna go for Rain Dance. I'm gonna go for Thunder Wave. Stop this thing from doing any shenanigans. And he does go for Rain Dance. So he's Rain Dish. Is he a defensive Ludicolo? Fable is kind of useless. Credilli's back at full as well. If we killed that, Togekiss might have had a chance. Might have had a chance. No, he's Rain Dish, sorry, he's not Swift Swim. So Icarus and Luna are a way to win. Bully might outspeed, I'm not sure though. Can I just check something? What is Ludicolo's speed? You know, just naturally. What is natural speed? 176. So the Gramble might outspeed this thing. But I do want to keep Klefki alive because it might be able to paralyze the Venusaur. So I am going to swap out and I am going to go on a Clefable, I think. I don't like it, but it has to be done. Goes for Scald, and that won't kill me. But we are just going to go for the... We are just going to go for the Psychic. We'll see what happens here. He goes for Scald, he gets a crit. We do get the Psychic off though. Okay, so he does kill me. This thing's a bitch. Oh, he's paralyzed, what am I saying? Bully definitely got speeds. So, I have to go to Bully. I have to go to Bully. He's going to 72%. To be honest, I think I just click Play Rough. I don't think I mess around with it. If the Venusaur comes in... You have Granbull. You have Granbull. You have Bully, alright? And you got a Mega Venusaur. Defensive Mega Venusaur. There's not a lot. But I think we just have to click it. I mean... Yeah, I just have to click it. I just have to click it. Because if he stays in and Scalds... Yeah, I wanted to predict that, but I couldn't. And we miss anyway. Oh! I actually want to scream. I actually want to scream. I actually want to scream. What is with our luck today, dude? If he Leech Seeds... Well, he's going to Leech Seed. He's going to Leech Seed. One of these times, I'm going to have to just go balls in. And just... Okay, so he's going to go in either Rotom or the Ludicolo. So I think I got to double out in a Luna. Luna, 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 Luna. No, shit. Why did I do that? I set shit. Okay, no, he's leftovers now, isn't he? Yeah, but it doesn't matter. He's still outspeeds me. He's timid. Fuck. We have to double out in Icarus. No, I think we have to go for Foul Play, actually. Let's go for Foul Play. He goes for Sleep Powder. I wish I clicked Thunder Wave. At this point, I think we just have to stay in. I mean, I don't think... There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. There's so many misses. So much bad luck. If we kill the Cradilly, then maybe Togekiss might have a chance. But he goes for Sludge Bomb. I wake up. And I get a Foul Play off. That's appreciated. I'm going to go for Thunder Wave this time. We do paralyze the Venusaur as he goes for Sleep Powder. We do get like a, what is that, first turn wake? First turn wake. I mean, that's appreciated. That's nice and all, but it's not really going to help me. It's not really going to help me. And there's nothing I can do. I can't swap out because he's going for Sludge Bomb. He knows that all he needs to do is to keep clicking Sludge Bomb. And Foul Play isn't even doing enough more than Leech Seed. It's not even doing more than that. We get a full para, but it doesn't matter because we're dying to Leech Seed. That's not the point. So This is depressing. Mega Venusaur was gonna be a problem, I knew that, but I did everything I could for it. I don't think I could have done any more than what I did. I mean, I didn't bring a Azumarill because it wouldn't do anything. Sylveon wouldn't really do anything. He has Synthesis just to fucking piss me off. Oh! His only offensive move is Sludge Bomb. He couldn't even touch Klefki. So I think we go in a Togekiss, right? The fact that we didn't kill the Cradily is still pissing me off, because if we kill the Cradily, I don't think Psychic kills. And I'm almost 100% sure it doesn't. Which is why it's so annoying that we missed. It's just not with me today. It's just not with me today. Psychic doesn't kill. It doesn't kill. There's no way it kills. And he's definitely specially defensive just to take on this thing. We have to go on a Togekiss. I have to give in to luck. I mean, I could Baton Pass. But if he stays in and just Sludge Bombs, I lose. If I Baton Pass right here and he goes and Rotom. No, I'm in actually a worse position. I have to Air Slash. That's about, he just go on a 8 dicks the Cradily. Takes 25%. Air Slash does a bit. We just need to get really lucky, alright? I've given up. I've given up. We just need to get really, really lucky. We are Choice Scarf. We outspeed the Superior. We outspeed the Rotom. We outspeed his entire team. We just need to get really lucky. If we get one flinch, we might be able to kill this Cradily with a high roll. And he might even swap out here, predicting a swap. I don't know, but he's just going to stay and recover probably. He gets Sludge Bomb as well. So we do get the flinch. We do get the flinch. We go for Air Slash again. We do get the flinch. Alright, so this Cradily is dead, like it should be. From the... Okay, it's dead. Alright, it's dead. Now, in comes this Rotom. In comes the Rotom. Alright. We definitely got speed. We're modest, aren't we? Yeah. We're modest. Anything. I could go on Granbull. And then, no, but then I'm too low to take a Thunderbolt anyway. I'd have to stay in. Yes! Please give us a high roll. Please give us the same roll again. Please give us the same roll again. Please give us the same roll again. That's just a kick in the nuts, isn't it? That is a kick in the nuts. God's sake. Alright, well, that's the game. We had a brief moment where I thought we could come back, but we can't. At this point, the Superior comes in. Even the Ludicolo can come in, to be honest. Well, Leaf Storm might kill me. The Thunderbolt. I fucking knew it. I don't know why, but I knew he was going to paralyze me. Because that para, the Ludicolo outspeeds me now, but he just goes into this thing. I mean, if he misses... If he misses, I guess. Nope, he's not going to miss. He forgot Contrary. He forgot Contrary. It doesn't matter though, because he forgot Contrary. So we might be able to live a Leaf Storm. And we do. And Granbull's going to pick up another kill, which is great. But it's going to be a 2-0. Unless we get loads of paras, but it's over. Where we went wrong, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure, to be honest, because it was just a load of misses. It was just a load of misses. We were never given the opportunity to come back. We were never given the opportunity to come back. The Togekiss gave us a brief moment, and then we got low rolled, which really sucked. That's just a kick in the nuts. I'm surprised we died, to be honest. We are Togekiss, but what can you do? If that Cradily had died earlier, it would have been fine, but we did flinch it out anyway, so it didn't really matter. Maybe I should have brought an attack on Chain Chomp that would hit Venusaur better, but it doesn't really get any move to hit Venusaur any stronger. I mean, I'll take a look at it, but it gets Psychic. Psychic would be the best thing, but then I'm not able to hit other mons. Like, Foul Play was not just for the Venusaur, it was also for... Like, then I couldn't hit the Ferrothorn at all. And if he was like a Swords Dance Ferrothorn for whatever reason, I'd be in trouble. So, we're going to lose our first week. I knew Venusaur was going to be a problem, and it turned out to be a huge problem. I feel like we did better than maybe we were given the right to. But I'm not going to be upset about it, guys. It's a game of luck. It's a game of Pokemon. You can't be too upset about it. Maybe, you know, if we killed that Rotom right there, maybe we would have won. Maybe we would have won. But in this universe, in this reality that we live in, we do not win our first week, and we lose to ECU a 2-0 victory over us. If you guys are looking forward to more battles, I know we're going to come back next week, and we're going to face Craft, Fire-type user, so that's going to be another really, really tough battle. But I'm going to do my best to win that game. If you guys are excited for that, make sure to heavy slam the like button down below first, and subscribe if you are not already to become a member of the Aggronix. And with that being said, have yourselves a wonderful day, and bye-bye.